Front side, the flat side is the back. This car is a bit special, which is this shape at the bottom. How is it done? This part is a separate piece. We will install it later. Just tuck it in around it. Let's fit this car first. After putting it on, stuff the left and right sides first. Sew the whole thing up. Don't worry about the bottom at first. The bottom is completely cut. Cut it all like this, then stuff it into the gaps on both sides. The small piece at the bottom is wrapped with this piece. So align the bottom properly. Don't worry about the bottom for now. The first step of sewing the cover is very crucial, which is to align the position. See how to align the position correctly. That is to pinch the corner with your hand. This part will be tight when sewn. No extra filling. The extra filling means the position is slightly too high. Less filling means the position is slightly too low. You must align the position properly. All are wrinkles. Otherwise, it will not fit smoothly. Also pinch the corner with your hand. If the position is not aligned, the leather is elastic, right? You just rotate it and squeeze it with your hand to adjust. Just adjust the position like this. You must align the position properly. Align it to the center at the 6 o'clock direction. This is the AMG model. The original car is suede, so we will not apply double-sided tape. If the original car surface is leather, a little tape can be applied. This makes it fit better. For this suede, we will not apply tape. Align the position correctly. Use our edge tucking tool to tuck the edges, because we aligned the position beforehand. Right? Just stuff it directly along the edge like this. First stuff the side. First stuff this area. There is still a large gap in the car. Look, then expand both sides and stuff it in. Look, it's still very easy to stuff. Along its edge, the end with the thread is sewn together with the other end with the thread. All the excess edges need to be stuffed into the gaps, including this bottom part as well. The left side shows the effect after stuffing. Let me show you. See that? The one with the line and the one with the line behind are stuffed together, including this back side. The back side also needs to be stuffed. Also stuff it. Stuff well on the left and right. Ignore the bottom for now. Finally, take a look. The whole thing is disconnected. Let me show you. Finally, cut along this place. Cut along this place. The whole thing is cut. After cutting, stuff it into the gaps on both sides. Just stuff this small middle piece around it, and it's okay. Don't worry about the 6 o'clock direction for now. We have cut the left and right sides. Now the next step is to start talking about how to stitch. How exactly to sew. I have a more detailed video. You can watch how to sew. Generally start stitching from the middle of two widths. For example, start stitching from this place, then sew towards both sides. Finish at these two sides, below. The same way, we start stitching from the very center, or start stitching at this seam place, then sew towards both sides. This is the ending. Sew this piece up to here and stop. Leave the thread, then cut it off. Tuck it in well, then finally sew to the last stitch. This is basically a method and procedure. Now start to explain how to cast on and sew. I will explain to everyone how to start the stitch video. Take a look. Which segment of distance do we sew? Leave a length of thread 4 to 5 times the distance. For example, we sew this section. Just leave it 4 to 5 times the length. Measure it like this. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Leave a little more. Then thread the needle. The needle should be slightly larger when threading through. When we sew, we pinch it with our hands. This thread will not come loose. We tie a stitch in the very middle. Find the very middle. For example, this is this thread. Sew 1 stitch. Then put this in the very center. Tie the very center of this thread. Pay attention. Tie it once. See that? Tie a small knot. Tie it once. If that's the case, when we sew again, it will be even on both sides, and it will not come undone. When we sew, pay attention. Look at this small thread knotting on top. Pinch it with your hand. Then pass through the edge lines on both sides. Thread like this. This stitch. Then thread through the opposite stitch. See that? Thread like this. Pull it tight. Then pass a stitch through. Then thread through the opposite stitch. Sew through. Pull it tight. This middle seam needs to have its position aligned in advance. Pull it once. Then sew a stitch. Sew a stitch on the opposite side. Look, you align it. Then it is aligned. Sew like this. Keep sewing like this. Then we sew to the last stitch to finish. After finishing sewing, use the other half of the thread we had left just now. Similarly, rethread the needle. Then rethread the needle to sew towards the left. Sew towards the left. See that? Also, sew along the edges on both sides. Sew like this. Once both sides are sewn, it's done. Sometimes our thread has a thin layer of wax on top. If there is this kind of white thing, after we finish sewing, using our lighter, quickly pass it like this. See that? Quickly pass it like this. The thread will not burn off, and it will be gone. This is a video on how to start stitching. Record an ending video for everyone. How to finish every time when sewing to the end. A detailed tutorial video. We sew normally like this, sewing the edge lines on both sides. Sew to the last stitch. For example, when we sew the last stitch, one side has 2 squares, one side has 3 stitches. You can pass the needle through one cell multiple times to go back and check. Understand? It's not required that it must be exactly aligned with the other side. We sew it to the last stitch. It must be the last stitch, because this is the last stitch. For the last stitch, we sew 2 more stitches. This is 1 stitch. Sewing to the last stitch. We are on the same stitch. Pass the last stitch through once more. Sew 1 more time. After sewing, do not pull the thread completely. Throw this thread over here. Throw it over and pull it tight. Tighten it a little bit. See that? If you let go, it won't open. Then we leave 1 or 2 centimeters to cut it off. After cutting, we use our edge stuffing tool to tuck the thread end into the gap. This is a complete ending video. Take a look. We sew here and leave a few stitches. Sew here and leave a few stitches. We then start to handle this part. Cut it off. Why sew it here? Sew it halfway. It is to prevent after we cut it off the leather from shrinking back, right? Because during the process of putting it on, the entire leather cover is elastic. If you don't fix both sides well, it may retract if you cut it. In that case, the position will be off. Cut it off. Pay attention. Do not cut too much at once when you start, to avoid stuffing too little inside. Over time. Right. This place always comes out. Cut a little longer. Okay. Then little by little. If it is too long, we cut a little more. Almost there. Then stuff it inside, including the bottom part. Stuff it along this seam. Like this. One side is stuffed well. See that? Stuff it all around. Finally, we sew to the last stitch. The right side is handled the same way.